GIC RE Insurance, which has posted a stellar set of numbers for the first quarter, and it's posted on the exchanges. The profits seeing a jump of almost 464% this time around. Ridhima Saxena caught up with the Chairman Managing Director Alice Vaidyan to discuss the quarter gone by and also to give us a little more details when it comes to the quarterly earnings. Let's listen in.
If you have been watching GIC's book closely, you will see that over the last 5 to 6 quarters, we have been consistently having combined ratios within 100%. Yes. Yeah, it's only that the underwriting profit has actually figured this year in this quarter. But, it's basically on the back of good underwriting practices. Prudent underwriting, so to say, because we write both domestic and foreign book of business, and we have eliminated loss-making business, got onto profitable treaties and reinsurances, negotiated good deals on terms and conditions, and I think all these, as a combination of all this, has contributed to good underwriting results for GIC.
Ma'am, pertaining to the lines of business that GIC reinsures, which were the lines of business that kind of gave a boost to the underwriting profits?
Yeah, it's agriculture has contributed in a big way, and other lines of business like marine insurance and others have contributed. But if you are looking at the growth of GIC, it's not just that agriculture crop insurance has contributed in a big way. We have grown 51.4% over last year, but around 27% of growth is from other lines excluding agriculture. So it's been a very balanced growth on overall of 51, and 27 is for excluding agriculture.
Okay. Yeah. Ma'am, but the company's solvency margins dropped in this quarter. Would you be able to increase that in the coming quarters, or do you plan to sustain it at that level?
See, solvency levels dropping is not really a matter of concern for us. It would just mean that we are effectively utilizing our capital. Okay. So the regulator has mandated 1.5, and if we are anywhere around 1.7 or 2, that should give us comfort. As a reinsurer, I would set higher standards for GIC and see that we should be around 2. But now that we have raised capital, going forward, I think we will be at more comfortable levels. The very idea of raising capital was to augment the growth in the market. And I think with this capital that we have raised through the IPO, we will be able to have higher solvency margins as well as to support the growth in the market.
Also, when it comes to crop insurance, by how much do you plan to grow this line of business? Would you be reinsuring more business in the coming quarters?
No, I think the agriculture crop growth has sort of stabilized by now. Initially from a small base, the corpus was small, it has grown quite big. But going forward now it will be just around 20% or so, the growth year on year. And we will support, I don't think we can set a target for the crop insurance in the market. It's a government scheme, and as a national reinsurer, we will be supporting all government schemes and especially the crop insurance, because we feel we at GIC Re are contributing to a very noble objective of supporting the farmers across the country.
Also, when it comes to the international business, that ratio has dropped from 30 to 21%. Yeah. And in the earlier conferences, you told us that you want to maintain it at 60-40. Yeah. So, going by that, when do you see the Lloyd's syndicate kind of happening as a reality? Also, when that happens, what would the ratio of domestic to international be?
Yeah. See, this second quarter is not a quarter you should be looking at the real composition of foreign and Indian business, because the main foreign book of GIC comes from the January treaty renewals, which will be actually reflected only in the fourth quarter. So we are confident that by the end of the year, we will have a fair balance which will move up from the balance you saw now, somewhat close to the balance we had last year, 70-30 or even better.
Correct. Also, ma'am, by how much have the catastrophic events like Harvey and Irma affected the GIC Re's underwriting business? If you could give us a quantum of that.
Yeah, I think it would be premature to give you a figure at this point in time, because reinsurers are still assessing the claims which are coming in. Industry events loss has been put at a figure of 100 billion or so, but we do not really have as much writings in US as the big reinsurers have. So we don't expect to take a big hit from those losses. I think by the next quarter we will be able to give you a definite figure on what the losses are.
Sure. Yeah. Any range you expect it to be within, or I'm sure they would be small?
I wouldn't be able to tell you now because various losses are still developing. It's not Harvey, Irma, Maria alone. We had some losses from, there were some losses in California fires, Mexican earthquake, as well as Portugal. So we have to see how it pans out, and then I think by next quarter we'll be able to give you a figure.
Sure. Also, when it comes to India, although the monsoons have been good for this year at least, going forward, if there is an issue with the crop insurance and the claims rise, how well reserved is GIC to kind of mitigate those?
For the crop insurance claims, see, in last 2 years we have now finished with 3 crop seasons which have gone off well. So I think we have built up enough reserves. So, and we are confident given the weather predictions and the way the scheme has panned out in the state. GIC Re has been playing a big role in holding on to actuarial pricing in the market, and we are very confident about the sustainability and viability of the scheme going forward.
All right, that's the management of GIC posting their first numbers after getting listed. The stock today is trading in the green with gains of as much as 1.5% at levels of 823.